So when Dragon Age the Veilguard first came out, I was one of its biggest defenders. I was loudly proclaiming to the heavens that I loved the game. And a big part of that was because of how the anti-woke crowd was trying to lambast it simply for being inclusive. But the more and more I have played Dragon Age the Veilguard, the more I'm turning on it. Now don't get me wrong, it is still a good game. It is still a solid video game. It has the best combat in the series, it has a good main story, and mostly good characters. But it's the things it tries to do to tie itself to the original 3 games that makes it worse. First example is the lore is so inconsistent, and what they did in the Veilguard to tie all of the lore that we've had throughout all these games directly to the Evanuris and Solus really shrinks the world of Thedas a lot. Like, instead of the Andrastian faith having its own thing, and the elves having their own thing, and the dwarves having their own thing that's loosely connected to the Evanuris, now everything is around the Evanuris, including the Blight. And that really shrinks the scope of the world. At this point, about the only culture that its lore and history is separate from the elves, at least as far as we know at this point, is the Kunari. And that's probably why they're my favorite race in Dragon Age, because they have their own unique lore. And especially the dwarves were done so dirty. The Titans were handled so poorly in the Veilguard, my gods. And also the way the game mischaracterized characters from previous games. Like Varric, the Inquisitor, Dorian. About the only returning character that they characterized well, in my opinion, is Solus. I will stand by that I think Solus was done very well in the Veilguard, but he is probably the thing in the game that is done the best. And don't even get me fucking started on everything going on in Ferelden and Orlais, like how everything is being torn apart. Meanwhile, Rook's going and having picnics while Ferelden and Orlais are burning. The game has tonal inconsistencies, lore inconsistencies with the rest of the franchise. The world building is heavily sanitized, and it's still a good game, and I still enjoy playing it. But every time I replay it, I like it a little less. And the crazy part about that is the new concepts, like the new original stuff, is pretty solid. It's pretty damn good. I will also say that Elgar'nan and Gillernain are much better villains than Corypheus was. Like, that's for sure. And can we please have a remaster of Origins and DA2? Because I miss those games so much.